joke he told you this morning.
Ryan was betrayed. Just like last time.
I know, eh?
Just like last time.
Ryan!
Wow, he is almost...
Yeah.
Just in case.
Let me take this
I'm
off.
sitting over literally right where Johnny is.
Oh.
I don't remember that day.
Stressed?
Okay. So, first of all, I want to say this was super last minute, like probably decided in the last 10 minutes that I had to do this. It's not something that I wanted to do, but clearly, you know, I have nothing to lose right now, and it's come to this in the game for me. I'm a very emotional person, and as you all had conversations with me yesterday, I'm pretty angry right now, and there's a possibility that I'm going to cry through this. It's not because I'm sad and I'm looking for your pity. It's because I'm really fucking upset right now. There is a lot of people being fake to me in this house, and there's a lot of people that are telling me things that I want to hear. Now, I think that if I'm going to be spending my last 2 days in here, I want to enjoy it with the people that I like in the house. And like Aaron said last night, we are here for It is not a personal decision if you want me out of the house. I'm not going to not hug any of you. I'm not going to hold it against you. But I know that you are in a room with me telling me one thing and going in a room with someone else and telling them. And not even including me, but going in a room and telling someone one thing and then going in a room with someone else and telling them something else. And word travels fast in this house. There are people that have my back that you guys don't even know have my back or probably wouldn't even suspect had my back. So for you all to be looking at each other and saying, I don't know what my decision is, or, you know, going with the house, we're in fucking Big Brother right now. When are you gonna draw the line? When one of you are up next week? Draw the fucking line in the sand. Take a fucking chance on me, and you told me for the last 2 weeks, some of you, that you would have my back. Now is a chance to prove it. Do you think Erica's the type of player that if you vote to keep me in the house, she'll be upset with you or she will hunt you? No. Some people maybe if they were HOH, but not Erica. She wants you to do what the fuck you want to do, and you guys should do what you guys want to do for your game. And I made a few mistakes last week that had a lot of people that I care about in this house question my trust and jeopardize our relationship a little bit. So I'm gonna fucking walk you through last week. First of all, with Jesse, when Hamzy and I were put in the HOH room, okay, we both decided that Jesse and Liv were going to go on the block. Liv was going home. That was the plan. It was my first week that I had to vote. It was also the first week that I was really playing the game. I don't know how the fuck to play it, so when I think of a decision of who's going home, or I'm paired with someone who clearly was the first person that I could sort of form a relationship with, because half of you didn't give me the time of day when I came in the house, but now I'm put in a room with someone every single day, I want to do what is best for him because I'm trying to build a relationship. Our decision was Liv was going home, so I told Jesse for 3 days, you are safe, because in my opinion, he was safe, and I thought that's what I wanted to do. Then, by talking more game strategy with Hams, we realized Liv should stay in the house. I didn't want her to worry, so I walked up and told her, you are safe, you know, don't go bragging about it in the house, and you are safe. And with Jesse, I was put in a very vulnerable position where I just spent the last 3 days with a homeboy who probably would have been one of my alliances right now, that I would have to tell him after 3 days of probably being the one that was, you know, fist bumping him, saying, don't worry, Liv's going home, she's getting out of this. I was forced to tell him that, you know, he wasn't safe. But still, again, we told Liv, and then I approached Jesse and I told him, we need to have a talk. People in the house are starting to flip. I'm not sure where my vote goes. But then Hamzy and I again, on the third day, talked in the room and we said, Liv's feeling a little bit too comfortable, you know what I mean? Maybe, you know, for the house, for her, for Big Brother, for us, whatever the fuck it is, let's tell Liv that she's not fucking safe, and let's stir this fucking shit up a little bit. It's our first week, it was my first week in the house. I didn't know how I wanted to play. Do I want to be a player that stirs shit up, or do I want to be an honest player? And I'll get to fucking me being an honest player, okay? So at that point, I was doing what my only person in the house that I felt I could be aligned to at the time, Hamzy, wanted to do. And to me, I thought it was a good idea. And then the very next day, Jesse came in, and he gave us a great pitch. He was gonna turn against the fucking showmans. Yay! We have someone fucking finally say that they're gonna do something. So then we're like, oh, Is this a good idea in the house? You know, is Derek and Kayla someone that we have to look like? Should we keep Jesse? We were on the fucking fence once again deciding what we should do. So again, we're not sure. We're not sure. And then after talking and talking, we realized what we wanted to do, and we realized it was to get Jesse out of the house, okay? I don't know why I'm being looked at for being flippy, because everyone in this fucking house flipped all week. Don't fucking look at me and tell me that you could say everyone in this house told Jesse that he was 100% safe or he was 100% going home. You know, we're going to be doing that all game. Don't base your trust off that on my first week of me being in the house. People can make mistakes in this house. Everything is a learning curve. Something that I learned coming into this week is I will never do that again. I will never look at any one of you and tell you guys that you are 100% safe, because my mind can change in seconds, and it has. I changed my opinion about you, and I changed my opinion about you. You two are the people I wanted on the block. And then after sitting down and moving my personal feelings away from it, you weren't. There's people in this house who I want to work with, who I don't, who I know I can, who I don't. It's unfair for any of you to sit down and ask me for the last 25 hours who the fuck I would put on the block. Do you know who the fuck you guys would put on the block? I bet you don't. I bet you don't. I bet you have an idea, but I bet anything can change. Anything can change. I don't know who the fuck I would put on the block, but if I won HOH, I would sit down with the people that have my back since the very beginning, and I would discuss what is good for my game and their game. And that's what I would do. I would never jeopardize anyone who had my back in the house. So that's one about the flip-flopping. Everyone fucking flips. Y'all's flipped once since you've been in the house. It's not fair that you base your trust off that for me. Secondly, Jesse and I had a very big embrace about 10 minutes before he got voted out of the house. I know that can look sketchy to whoever saw that. Someone voted for Jesse, so why, wouldn't we think that Veronica giving him a huge hug, like I got your back hug, before he leaves the house would be sketchy? I was talking to Jesse about how insulted he made me feel by having a meeting in the Red Room and not including me when he was pitching me all week. What, do I not fucking matter? What do you, why am I not in there? He asked to talk to me, I didn't want to. He explained that he was mind-fucked, he's sorry he made me feel like shit, and we hugged it out. Because in Big Brother, you do shit, you scheme, you plot, you make mistakes, you lie, and it's up to you whether you want to talk about it and not be a fucking pussy, or if you want to just talk about it with everyone else and never bring it up to me and give me a chance to explain myself. Because you know what? Half of you in the house are doubting me, and half of you are doubting me but actually talking to me about it and letting me explain myself and not just, going based off each other what you guys are thinking. So I'm sorry that whatever it made me look like hugging Jesse made it look sketchy, but that was the conversation we had, and that's why I hugged him. Thirdly, Hamzy gave me, Will, anyone that he talked to, an option to give Jesse a pity vote. The night before, let's throw Jesse a pity vote. We said no. If I was given that fucking option to vote for Jesse, whether it's the personal relationship, whatever, why would I take it? Why wouldn't I take it, I mean, if I wanted to do that? Why couldn't I just throw him over? Or why wouldn't I just, if I felt in a sketchy position, everyone's questioning me after, why wouldn't I say, oh, Hamzy said I can throw him a pity vote, and that's what I wanted to do. That would have been my first fucking thought to say if I was in such a vulnerable position. Fourthly, I looked nervous as fuck after Jesse left the house. Why? Because without giving Jesse time to explain himself of why he threw out Kayla's and mine's name out there, he left. And now there's no one but Big Brother that knows the truth, and I have my own people who I feel comfortable that have had my back questioning me. People who I wouldn't lie to in this house, people who I've had their back since day one, they're questioning me, and what can you guys do except trust my word? Literally, there's nothing that you can do except trust my word, because you're not fucking Big Brother. So who are you to say it was 100% anybody? It could have been Ali, because everyone knows she would vote for Liv, but maybe she wanted to strip the house. It could have been Ryan. He's a fucking pot stirrer, everyone fucking thinks. Why couldn't he do it? Why couldn't it be Kayla? Okay, she said that she didn't do it, but she's friends with Jesse. It could be any fucking one of us. You know what I mean? So I truly believe it wasn't Kayla. But why would you believe her any more than you would believe me? It's unfair, and it's based off what? And if it is based on something, talk to me about it. Don't be what you guys have been doing and going around and telling me one thing and doing another, because I made the mistakes doing that to Jesse. When he could have enjoyed the last 2 fucking days knowing that he was going home, and I made the mistake. And the 2 things I promised myself going in this week, after testing it out, stirring the pot a bit with Liv, telling her she's safe, you know, telling Jesse 100% he's safe when I changed my mind 2 days, is that I will never ever promise you guys are safe, and I will never ever blindside somebody and make them feel that they are safe and then put them on the fucking block, because I decided the type of player I want to be in this game, and it's not a shitty fucking person. And I think that there's two types of players in this game. You can play and you can fucking stir the pot and you scheme, and that's fucking hilarious. As a fan, I don't give a fuck what you want to do. If you want to surprise people, I like sitting there shocked. I actually don't like knowing who's on the block. I like being shocked. But my personal game is to try to be as authentic and as real as I can while I'm in the house. And since I walked in the house with such a huge vulnerable position of being forced to not be able to tell anyone anything, all I could do to prove you guys after you guys thinking I'm a liar is that I'm telling the truth. You know what I mean? So that's about Jesse. The second thing in this house is that, you know, you guys are going around telling each other these pitches, you know, she could be a shield for me. Well, I'm telling that to everyone. I never fucking looked at any one of you and said I'm going to be a shield for you. I said use me as a shield in the house. I'm not promising anyone safety. How could I? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to have to put one of my friends on the block eventually. At the end of the day, I'm going to have to choose a fucking side, and I'm not afraid to. Are you guys? Because you guys are fucking scared in this house. And the only thing I think I've proved is I will have your fucking back if you keep me in the house, and I will have your back if you choose to keep me. Because I feel like I'm the only one that is actually giving anyone anything. I don't know where my head's at. When are you going to know? Why don't you make the decision with me and not have to do it when you're on the block, forcing your friends to do it for you? Because that's what I'm doing in the house right now. And the worst position is the one I'm in right now, because I guarantee you I would not feel the way that I'm feeling if I got to play in the veto this week. But I have to depend on you guys. My life is in your hands. Evict me if you think I'm a threat. Evict me if you truly think I'm a liar. But don't evict me because I'm some stupid fucking road vogue that really doesn't matter in the first place. It really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Let it the fuck go. And if you're not willing to let it go, then talk to me, because I'm the one that's being talked about in the whole fucking house. I've not been given a chance to prove myself to anybody. Actions speak louder than words. Give me a chance to prove to you that you can trust me. What else have I done? What? Because based off of what? Me being nervous about, yeah, my name got thrown out in a fucking house where I can't do anything about it. I am fucking nervous. But I didn't know, all I know is that everyone in the house is being fake to me right now. And everyone is telling me what they think I want to hear. I don't want to spend my last 2 days like this. If you plan on fucking voting me out of the house, tell me. Great. Good luck. You know what I mean? Good luck in the rest of your game. I hope that you make the right decision, and I really hope that the people that I want to fight in this game for does well in this game, because there's people that I know that I'm a good choice to be in the house right now, and not versus Marin, versus anybody. I know people know that I'm a good decision for their game, and the only reason I'm going to leave this house is because you're doing what the house wants, or you're doing what the HOH wants, and I'm pretty sure Erica doesn't want a fucking bunch of sheep. She wants people who will go in the HOH room and tell her where they want their vote is. You know what I mean? She's clearly proven that she is not trying to be a piece of shit in this game, except by putting me on the block.
Except for that.
Except for that. You know, and that's all I wanted to say. I want to say is that I don't want to spend the next 2 days, you know, fucking begging people for my vote and trying to prove something when you've already have your minds made up. I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do it. Let me enjoy my time in the house with the people that I like hanging out with and have fun. But to me, there has been a few people in this house who have fucking promised me that they would have my back. And if you don't have my back, then you're a fucking liar. Then you're a fucking shady fuck in this house. Then you're not telling the truth. Why the fuck am I the shady piece of shit? You know what I mean? And I know that no one's minds can be made up right now, and I get that, but eventually we're going to have to make a decision. Let's stop playing summer camp. I know there's people in the house that wants me to be here. Keep me in the fucking house. What is the point of talking about alliances, and what is the point of talking about trust and building trust if you're not going to prove it to me? Now's the time. Fuck words. Now is the time. You have a girl on the block who you told you have their back, and I am good for your game. You want me to show you that I'm good for your game and that you can trust me? Keep me in the fucking house. Don't ask me who I'm putting up, because I'm not asking anyone who they're putting up. It can change. Everything can change in a blink of an eye. How I feel today is not how I might feel tomorrow. I will decide that when I'm HOH and I put in a position where I have to, and I will talk to the people I feel are best for my game. Eventually, we're going to have to go against each other, guys. Like,
Here's my 2 cents on it. You just explained to us for like a good half hour why you regret having told Jesse that he was safe and then going back on it. If I'm not telling you where my mind is at, because I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to look you in the eye and say I'm 100% keeping you and then go back on my word tomorrow. I don't want to do that to you because that's something you just said you regret. So I'm not being shady, I'm not being fake.
And I'm not
if I tell you I'm not
100.
No, I know. I'm just saying like that's where I'm not talking for anybody else. I'm just talking for me.
Thank you.
I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to look you in the eye and say,
exactly,
Veronica, I 100% I'm going to have your back. And then tomorrow or the next day when you think you're sitting pretty, be a complete a-hole and tell you, guess what, Veronica, I'm blindsiding you and I'm not voting for you.
And there's people in the house that I know are feeling the exact same way, but then there's also people in the house who I know are telling me one thing in a room and going in another room and telling someone else.
Fair.
That's it. So I get it. I could look at every single one of you and you guys can all tell me what Paris just said. So if that's the way that you're really playing the game, thank you and I appreciate it. I'm not calling out any single person right here. I'm really not. I'm just letting you know how I'm feeling in the house, and I'm letting you know that don't waste my time. You know what I mean? I deserve to be here. I was put in here for a reason, whether it was 1 week late or not. Don't fucking send me out of the house this way. You know what I mean? And make the choice for yourself. I'm fucking begging you. Stop asking what other people are doing. You can go in that diary room and not even tell anyone what your vote was. It's anonymous. You can go in there. You don't have to spend time telling people. I don't know. You could just say, I don't want to talk about it because everyone talks in this house. You know what I mean? You don't even have to do that. You don't have to throw yourself under the bus. You don't have to fucking pick a side. You could just go in there and pick a side and then see how it plays out. All I know that I made mistakes last week, but I'm telling you, and I've told a bunch of people, I literally told them the day Jesse left, I told them the mistakes that I made that I'm never doing again. I sat in the room with Paris and Maddie, and I told them I'm never doing that again, I'm never flip-flopping. I did say that to you the day he left, and I mean it. I made mistakes last week, and if you want to judge me based on the small mistakes I made in the first week I was here, and the first fucking week that I had to vote, then that's fine, because we're all going to make little mistakes, and I'm just hoping that wasn't the end all of me. I'm here to play. I'm here to prove my trust to you, and the only reason I called a house meeting is because I know it's on a lot of people's minds, and I wanted to clear the air and explain my part. And if you guys want to debate it with me or ask me questions, I'm fucking free all day. So pull me aside and talk to me. You know, but I don't go around saying that I'm promising you guys to be your shield or that you're 100% safe, because I never said that. I said that you can use me in this game as a shield. I'm the biggest target. If I'm sitting next to you, who would you be more comfortable sitting next to on the block, me or Marin? 9 out of 10 times I'll probably go home next to you. I'm not saying that I'm going to be your shield. I'm saying that I could be used as a shield. I don't give a fuck how I'm used in this house as long as I stay in the house. You know what I mean? And if this conversation makes you judge me in a negative way or a positive way, whatever. But I just wanted to get it out. I wanted to get it out there, you know? And if this was the wrong way to do it, then fuck it. But I feel good about this. And I haven't felt good in the last 24 hours at all. I haven't been myself, if any of you knows that. You know what I mean? I've been playing your guys' game. Oh, you're tired, you're on slop. I don't give a fuck. It's my last 2 days in the house, and I'm trying to be safe in here, and you guys would be doing the same thing. You know what I mean? And I wanted to get it out so that no one can twist my words. Now you guys can go talk about it, and it's no hearsay. Now you guys know what I said. And I want you guys to reflect. I want you guys to talk about me. If you guys haven't told, I'm not walking in rooms every time you guys are talking. I want you to talk about me. Because I know if you guys talk about me enough, you might be able to actually reflect and see the benefits of keeping me in the game. That's it. Shut up, Will.
Good job, Lee.
I love it. Valid self.
Well, I need a smoke. Would you like to join me?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will too.